Japan might be the land of the rising sun, but the Japanese brands have long sat on the sidelines. Meanwhile, KTM has long dominated the 200 to 400cc segment. Finally, in 2018, both these motorcycles get ABS. Yes, it seems like a big feature to offer for both these brands, but are these motorcycles worth their price now? In today's video, we are going to be comparing Team Blue with Team Green disguised in blue to tell you which is the motorcycle you should be buying. As you can see on the design front, not much has changed. Both these motorcycles got an update. Earlier this year, the Ninja 300 now uses more local content, which has increased its weight by 7 kgs. And other than the localization and the addition of ABS, there are not many changes on the Ninja 300 other than the most ridiculous grab rail I have seen in the history of motorcycles. Meanwhile, the R3 now gets ABS along with better rubber. Now, I must tell you one thing right away. The fact is that the Ninja 300 has been discontinued in most markets, replaced by the Ninja 400. However, Kawasaki is offering us the Ninja 300 at a steal price. Meanwhile, the R3 has also got an update. It gets an all-digital instrument cluster right now, along with minor revisions to the design, along with more feature additions. But the updated R3 will be launched in India next year, and we already have the Ninja 400, which is the most overpriced motorcycle ever. The instrument cluster of both these motorcycles use an analog digital unit where the tachometer is analog and rest everything is digital. There isn't much to differentiate between both these motorcycles' instrument cluster in terms of information offered, but the one on the R3 simply looks much better. And even the build quality on both these motorcycles is very good, with these motorcycles being assembled in India via the CKD route. Both these motorcycles seem to be a clone of each other because the riding comfort is also very similar. You sit upright with a slight lean in, and yes, they are comfortable motorcycles for long distance, offering very little comfort for the pillion. Now here is where these motorcycles actually shine, because they employ twin-cylinder engines. Yes, parallel twin engines, which are very refined, offer good amount of performance as well, resulting in a 0 to 100 km/h time of under 6 seconds. But the Yamaha is the faster motorcycle over here. Not only does it offer more punch, it also has a better low end, and it just feels more lively throughout the rev band. Meanwhile, the Ninja 300 only wakes up in the top end, and when it does, it absolutely rockets to its 13,000 RPM red line. The R3 red lines at 12,500 RPM. So while the Ninja 300 is more exciting a motorcycle to ride on the highway and obviously on the track as well because of the top-end centric power delivery, it is actually the R3 which has more usable power, better performance, higher top speed, and is just the more refined motorcycle over here. Although the Ninja 300 is also very refined, the advantage of the R3 is very minuscule. The R3 has a slightly higher top speed, and both these motorcycles also sound very similar. The Yamaha is a bit louder, which is more pleasing to the ears. Kawasaki was the first manufacturer to offer a slipper clutch on the Ninja 300, and Yamaha is still to catch up because this motorcycle doesn't get a slipper clutch. However, the shifts on the R3 are very crisp, although the clutch is just better on the Ninja 300. Both these motorcycles have similar underpinnings. The R3 weighs less than the Ninja, which obviously gives it an advantage in terms of straight line acceleration. However, the suspension is on the softer side on the Yamaha, the Ninja 300 has a slightly stiffer setup and it has the better handling over here. It just inspires more confidence around the corners, but the tires are a bit disappointing when you compare it to the R3's rubber, which just has better grip around the corners. Kawasaki has updated the brakes on the Ninja 300. They are still not up to the mark, although both these motorcycles now get dual channel ABS. The brakes on the R3 do inspire a lot of confidence, and this bike has the better stopping power here. And this is in spite of the Ninja 300 getting pedal disc. It just doesn't have the feedback of the R3. In terms of fuel economy too, there's not much to differentiate. Both these motorcycles will return a fuel economy between 20 to 24 kilometers per litre depending on your riding style. Where the Ninja 300 has an advantage is the fact that it gets a massive 17 litres fuel tank. Meanwhile, the R3 has just a 14 litre fuel tank, which kind of robs away the touring range. Both these motorcycles get dual headlamps and offer good projection at night. However, none of them get projectors and there are no LEDs on these motorcycles. Yes, the R3 only gets a LED tail light, but we are in 2018 and these motorcycles don't have LEDs, really? The rest of the parameters also remain very similar. So both of these motorcycles get center set foot pegs, the mirrors which are mounted on the frame and not on the handlebar. But the ones on the Ninja 300 offer better visibility of what's behind. In the R3, all you can see is your riding jacket. Both these Japanese motorcycles are fantastic. They offer a lot of comfort, and the real reason you would buy one is that parallel twin engine, because it offers a lot of refinement. Earlier on, when we compared both these motorcycles, it was the Ninja 300 which came on top. However, Kawasaki's shoddy service network, expensive maintenance, and the fact that its brakes are not up to the mark make the R3 the winner in this shootout. Yes, the Kawasaki is a brilliant motorcycle, offers a lot of value. What are you doing on that BMW engineered motorcycle?
Well, I'm here to tell you that this BMW engineered motorcycle, the TVS Apache, is better than your Japanese twins.
Firstly, that motorcycle vibrates a lot. These are smooth motorcycles.
Yeah, but I've got the better suspension, better handling, split trellis frame, all LEDs, bi-LED projector. I can go all day long, dude.
Yeah, but you don't have the refinement of the Japanese motorcycles.
Well, I'm good with this motorcycle. I'm pretty good.
So what we have here is a motorcycle which offers a lot of bang for the buck. The only thing it lacks is a parallel twin engine, and that is the only reason why you would want to buy either of these Japanese motorcycles. Yes, the Apache R310 is a brilliant motorcycle. It offers great amount of features, great handling, actually the best handling and braking over here. It also has the best lights, but in terms of comfort, it might not be able to match the Japanese, but it is priced rupees 1 lakh less than the Ninja 300 and a lot lesser than the Yamaha R3. So if you have the budget, opt for the R3. If you don't have the budget, go for the Apache R310. You won't be missing out on much.